Hi, guys. If you're anything like me, you probably think MacGyver is one of the greatest TV shows ever made. So today, why not grab a seat, relax, and let's take a trip down memory lane. We're going to revisit the original cast and see how they've changed over the years. I'll share the names, ages, and the surprising transformations of the stars of MacGyver, from the 80s to 2025. Let's dive in and see how they've aged. Richard Dean Anderson played MacGyver at the age of 35. The show's hero, Angus MacGyver, became an instant favorite, smart, resourceful, and using his trusty Swiss Army knife to solve problems instead of guns or force. What made MacGyver stand out was his unique blend of brains and heart, something that made him a completely different kind of action hero compared to the tough, gun-toting characters of the 80s. Anderson's calm, quick-thinking portrayal of MacGyver turned him into a pop culture legend, showing us that smarts and creativity could be just as heroic as physical strength. Born on January 23, 1950, Richard Dean Anderson's acting journey began in the late 70s with a role in General Hospital. But Anderson was relatively unknown until it was the clever and compassionate MacGyver won the hearts of millions. The role wasn't without its challenges, though. Anderson did most of his own stunts, and during filming he suffered some serious injuries, including a compressed disc in his back. Despite the pain, he pushed through and continued filming, showing just how dedicated he was to his character. MacGyver ran for 7 successful seasons, and by the end of it, Anderson had become a household name. After MacGyver ended, Anderson stayed busy with a series of TV movies including Through the Eyes of a Killer, 1992, and Pandora's Clock, 1996. But one of his biggest career moments came in 1997 when he joined Stargate SG-1. Taking over the role of Colonel Jack O'Neill from Kurt Russell, Anderson made the character his own and starred in the show until 2005. His success in Stargate SG-1 opened the door for more appearances in the Stargate franchise, including spin-offs and films, and helped cement his status as a versatile actor. Today, at 75 years old, Anderson has retired from acting, but his impact is still felt. Through his work, he taught us the value of creativity, perseverance, and thinking outside the box, and his legacy continues to inspire. Dana Elcar played Pete Thornton at the age of 57. Pete, MacGyver's dependable and tough but caring boss at the Phoenix Foundation, became a beloved character for his steadfast support of MacGyver, even when the hero's unconventional methods led them into tight spots. It's no wonder that Pete's character became such a core part of the show. He wasn't just a boss. He was MacGyver's moral anchor, someone we all wish we could have in our own lives. Born on October 10, 1927, Dana Elcar began his career in the 1950s, but it was MacGyver that made him a household name. As Pete Thornton, he provided a steady, wise presence alongside MacGyver's daring exploits. In 1991, Elcar was diagnosed with glaucoma, a condition that eventually took his sight. True to form, he faced this challenge with courage, which was reflected in his character, Pete, who also dealt with similar health struggles on the show. After MacGyver, Elcar's inspiring role as Vladimir in Waiting for Godot marked a powerful end to his career before retiring in 2002. Sadly, Dana Elcar passed away on June 6, 2005, at the age of 77, but his legacy lives on. He showed us that true strength lies not in physical ability, but in our hearts, our integrity, and the way we face life's toughest challenges. How we wish we could still hear his calm voice guiding us today. Bruce McGill played Jack Dalton at the age of 35. Dalton was the fun-loving, adventurous sidekick to MacGyver, always finding himself in trouble, but never too far from the action. With his charming yet reckless personality, Dalton was a loyal friend to MacGyver, offering comic relief while also showing his bravery and heart. McGill brought the perfect mix of humor and heroism to the role, making Dalton an unforgettable part of the show. In the career path, McGill was already making a name for himself, most notably with his role as D-Day in Animal House, 1978, one of his most iconic characters. He also made his mark in films like My Cousin Vinny, 1992, as the tough but kind Sheriff Dean Farley, and in Ride Along, 2014, as Lieutenant Brooks. More recently, he appeared in the Netflix comedy The Crew, 2021. Now, at 75 years old, McGill is still going strong, showcasing his incredible versatility and continuing to entertain fans everywhere. Alyssa Davalos played Nikki Carpenter at the age of 26. Nikki was a vital part of the series, not only as MacGyver's love interest, but also as a smart, capable ally who often matched him in intellect and bravery. Her dynamic relationship with MacGyver was full of both heart and excitement, making her a memorable character for fans of the show. Before landing the role of Nikki, Davalos had already built a strong foundation in Hollywood, often portraying tough and independent women. She starred in several movies, including The Apple Dumpling Gang Rides Again and Herbie Goes Bananas, both part of Disney's franchise films, where she demonstrated her versatility and charm. On TV, she also appeared in How the West Was Won and had guest roles in shows like Hawaii 5-0 and the TV movie Good Against Evil. Now, at 65 years old, Alyssa Davalos remains a cherished figure in the entertainment world. Through her roles, she not only entertained audiences, but also represented strong, independent women who could stand their ground. Robin Mosley played Wilt at the age of 30. As Wilt, Mosley brought a unique charm to the series, playing the well-meaning, sometimes clumsy friend to MacGyver. Wilt was the kind of guy who always tried his best, even if his attempts didn't always work out the way he hoped. His character's mix of humor and heart made him an unforgettable part of the show, balancing out the more serious, action-packed moments with warmth and laughter. Mosley's career took off in the mid-'80s, and over the years, he became known for his ability to play a range of quirky characters. Besides MacGyver, he appeared in popular films like Elf, 2003, where he played a memorable role in the holiday classic, as well as in TV shows like The X-Files, 1993, and Stargate SG-1, 1997. Off-screen, Mosley found happiness in his personal life, marrying Helen Jarvis in 1995. Their long-term partnership seemed to provide him with stability and balance, something that is often reflected in the grounded and relatable characters he played. Now, at 70 years old, Robin Mosley's career continues to inspire. His roles, particularly as Wilt, remind us of the power of kindness, perseverance, and always doing our best, even when things don't go exactly as planned. Through his characters, Mosley's brought both laughter and heart to audiences, leaving a lasting impact that fans will always remember. Michael Des Barres played Murdoch at the age of 37. Murdoch wasn't just any antagonist. He was a master of chaos, always plotting against MacGyver with a mix of brilliance and menace. Des Barres brought an electrifying energy to the role, capturing Murdoch's unpredictability and making him one of the most memorable villains in TV history. His performance was chilling yet captivating, a perfect balance of evil genius and theatrical flair. Before his MacGyver fame, Des Barres had already made waves in both the music and acting worlds. He replaced Robert Palmer as the frontman of the band Power Station and performed at the iconic 1985 Live Aid concert. His experience in music added a certain swagger to his acting, and that confidence translated beautifully into his portrayal of Murdoch. Later, he returned to the MacGyver universe, this time as Murdoch's mentor, Nicholas Hellman, in the 2016 reboot, showcasing his lasting impact on the franchise. Now, at 77 years old, Michael Des Barres continues to inspire with his unique blend of musical and acting talents. His roles, from Murdoch to music legend, remind us to embrace our passions fully and unapologetically. Terry Hatcher played Penny Parker at the age of 20. Terry Hatcher's role as Penny Parker in MacGyver, 1985, gave viewers a glimpse of the bubbly, quirky actress she would become known for. Penny, a sweet but scatterbrained actress, added a light-hearted touch to the show. Penny may have been a little ditzy, but she was also kind-hearted, which made her a beloved character. Born on December 8, 1964, in Palo Alto, California, Terry Hatcher wasn't just an actress. She had a diverse background, including being a cheerleader for the San Francisco 49ers and studying at the American Conservatory Theater. She launched her acting career with a role on The Love Boat in the late 70s, and soon became known for her role as Lois Lane in Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman, 1993 to 1997, where she broke free from the pretty airhead stereotype. Terry later achieved even greater success as Susan Mayer on Desperate Housewives, 2004 to 2012, earning a Golden Globe, 3 SAG Awards, and an Emmy nomination. Now at 60, her career continues to inspire, proving that with determination and authenticity, growth and success are always possible. Dale Wilson played Colin Yardrow at the age of 35. Yardrow, a clever yet morally conflicted individual, added an extra layer of intrigue to the episode, creating a memorable dynamic with MacGyver. The character's sly demeanor and hidden motivations showcased Wilson's skill in portraying multifaceted roles. Born on May 10, 1950 in Canada, Dale Wilson's career spanned across both voice acting and on-screen roles. His notable voice work included iconic characters like Cell, Kami, and Android 8 in Dragon Ball Z as part of the Ocean Productions dub. He also voiced numerous characters in Western cartoons, such as G.I. Joe, 1989, X-Men, Evolution, and Mummies Alive, solidifying his place in animation history. His deep, resonant voice became synonymous with a wide range of characters, endearing him to audiences of all ages. Despite his achievements, Wilson's life wasn't without its struggles. He battled both prostate cancer and Parkinson's disease, which he faced with incredible courage. Unfortunately, he passed away on January 6, 2025, at the age of 74. His death marks the end of an era for his fans, but his legacy lives on through his remarkable body of work. Bruce Harwood played Willis at the age of 22. Playing a technician from the Phoenix Foundation, Willis is a bright, resourceful, and slightly eccentric character who balances his technical genius with a down-to-earth, practical approach to solving problems. Harwood's portrayal of Willis was notable for its balance of wit and seriousness, bringing a sense of depth to what could have been a one-dimensional role. Born on April 29, 1963 in Canada, Bruce Harwood quickly gained attention for his acting talent and versatility, making a name for himself in television roles that often revolved around characters caught up in conspiracies or scientific mysteries. Besides MacGyver, Harwood is most widely known for playing John Fitzgerald Byers, one of the lone gunmen on The X-Files, 1993 to 2002. His portrayal of Byers, a conspiracy theorist working to uncover government secrets, cemented him as a beloved figure in the sci-fi world. This role was further expanded in the spin-off series The Lone Gunmen, 2001, where he portrayed the character in a more prominent light. At 62 years old, Bruce Harwood's career continues to reflect the same intellectual curiosity and dedication to the craft that defined his early roles. Cuba Gooding Jr. played Billy Colton at the age of 17. Billy Colton was an eager, confident, and quick-witted young man who found himself working alongside MacGyver, contributing to the team with his resourceful and sometimes impetuous nature. Cuba's portrayal of Billy added a youthful energy and relatability to the show, and his natural charm shone through every scene. Born on January 2, 1968, in the Bronx, New York, Cuba Mark Gooding Jr. would go on to carve out a prolific career that defied expectations. After his time on MacGyver, Gooding's breakthrough role came in 1991, when he played the ambitious Trey Styles in Boys in the Hood. This performance marked the beginning of a rapid ascent in Hollywood, but it wasn't until 5 years later, in 1996, that he achieved international recognition when he won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for his portrayal of Rod Tidwell in Jerry Maguire. His heartfelt line, "Show me the money," became iconic, solidifying his place in cinema history. As Gooding matured in his career, he also made waves with his portrayal of O.J. Simpson in the FX drama The People vs. O.J. Simpson, American Crime Story, 2016, which earned him an Emmy nomination. His dramatic turn as the controversial former football star was a testament to his ability to tackle complex, high-stakes roles. Now, Cuba Gooding Jr. is 57 years old, and he remains a significant figure in both film and television. From his early days as a teenage actor in MacGyver to his Academy Award win and his compelling portrayals of real-life figures, Gooding's career reflects his unwavering dedication to his craft. Robert Donner played Milt Bozer at the age of 54. Playing a down-to-earth and dependable technician, Donner's portrayal of Bozer stood out for its balance of wit, loyalty, and practicality. Even though Bozer wasn't the typical hero, his willingness to lend a hand and solve problems in unconventional ways made him a beloved character among fans. Donner infused Bozer with a sense of humor and relatability, making him someone you could imagine having as a reliable friend. Born on April 27, 1931 in New York City, Robert Donner's journey to acting wasn't a straight line. Raised in New Jersey, Michigan, and Texas, his childhood was far from conventional, but it shaped the man he would become. After serving 4 years in the U.S. Navy, Donner settled in California, where he began pursuing his acting career. His first roles were small, uncredited ones, but his ability to make an impression, no matter how big or small, quickly set him apart. He appeared in some iconic Western films, like Rio Bravo, 1959, El Dorado, and Rio Lobo. Though his career started in Westerns, it was in television where Donner truly made his mark. Donner's personal life was just as full of love and commitment as his career. In 1982, he married producer and writer Jill Sherman, and they shared many years together. While his later years brought some health challenges, including a heart attack that led to his passing in 2006 at age 75, Donner's influence on the industry lives on. He may not have been the lead in many of his roles, but his ability to leave a lasting impression in supporting parts made him unforgettable. Christopher Neame played Duncan at the age of 37. Duncan's cold, calculating nature made him a memorable villain. His ruthless ambition and manipulative tactics were matched only by MacGyver's ingenuity, setting the stage for a thrilling clash of minds. Neame's portrayal of Duncan brought an intensity to the episode, revealing a villain whose complex strategies kept viewers on the edge of their seats, far from the typical antagonist. Born on September 12, 1947, Neame had already built a strong career in the UK, with notable roles in Doctor Who, 1979, and Colditz, 1972 to 1974. He later moved to the U.S., where he appeared in films like Steel Dawn, 1987, and License to Kill, 1989, and television shows like Star Trek, Enterprise, 2004, and Babylon 5, 1994. Neame's ability to play complex villains in both science fiction and action genres solidified his place in entertainment history. Now 77 years old, Christopher Neame's career continues to showcase his talent for creating compelling characters. From his role in MacGyver to his work in Doctor Who and Star Trek, Neame's contributions to film and TV have left a lasting legacy. Mayim Bialik played Lisa Woodman at the age of 9. Though young, Lisa was already resourceful, quick-thinking, and brave, qualities that made her an excellent match for MacGyver himself. In this episode, Lisa showed her smarts, often thinking on her feet to solve problems and keep up with MacGyver's inventive solutions. Bialik brought an infectious energy to the role, even at such a young age, laying the foundation for the multifaceted career that would follow. Born on December 12, 1975, Mayim Bialik became known for her relatable and grounded performance as a teen star. But it was her role as Amy Farrah Fowler on The Big Bang Theory, 2010 to 2019, that truly solidified her place in pop culture. Bialik's portrayal of the brilliant and quirky neuroscientist earned her several Primetime Emmy nominations and 2 Critics' Choice Awards for Best Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series. Off-screen, Mayim has also written books, hosted Jeopardy alongside Ken Jennings, and built a career that blends humor, intelligence, and insight into the world of science. Now, at 49, she continues to inspire with her unshakable authenticity and passion for learning. From child star to neuroscience advocate, Bialik's journey highlights the power of staying true to yourself and embracing all facets of who you are. What do you think about how the MacGyver cast has aged? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.